Are you looking for a podcast about buying the most discounted mattress?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
I'm lovely. How are you?
I'm good. Starting to figure out shit at the new job.
Oh, good.
I think. Finally getting there.
That's, speaking of the important shit in life, I have a question for you.
Okay.
From one of our patrons. So this was a Twitter. What the fuck am I saying? This was a tweet on the Twitter by
This
user.
was a tweeter.
This is a tweeter. Nikki Limo. She's a celebrity apparently. She's got that little check next to her name. She says, just curious, if you had to choose between A, having to become an AI human/robot hybrid on Earth for survival, or B, going into space with the aliens, which do you choose?
So I like the bottom. It says, my husband and I disagreed at first, but I eventually won him to my side. But what is her fucking side?
I know. I'm curious.
So it's become an AI robot hybrid, or
For
just be
survival.
your normal self and, leave.
Right.
Totally gonna be a robot.
I don't know why you would choose that, first of all, because...
Why would I not choose that? I would be a cyborg.
Okay, it sounds like life on Earth is pretty rough if you have to become an AI human-robot hybrid for survival. The way this is phrased, what's happened to Earth that you need to do that to survive?
I don't know, but what's going to be any better going out there with my
also,
feeble body out in space?
You don't trust the robots at all. Why would you become one?
Because I'm still me though. It says a hybrid. I'm not like becoming a robot. I'm a human robot hybrid.
So how much of you could you replace with robot?
I'm picturing I'm like RoboCop, man. Like, that's why I'm choosing that.
He's like full on robot, isn't he?
No, he is not.
He's just like a robot inside of a human skin.
So he's like mostly robot. He has the like skin of his face peeled over like a robotic head. Yeah. But then his brain and spine.
So he's like General Grievous.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like so he's like the central nervous system of a person.
So if
everything else is robotic.
You would go that far? Like you would let your body be taken that far into robothood before you don't trust yourself anymore? Like at what point do you become robot? Like when you replace everything?
I guess when you don't have the feelings, because that's what separates him. He still has his feelings. He loved his wife and stuff still. Okay. So, but I mean, I feel like I'm still gonna have some stuff. I'll probably just grow a General Grievous cough, But that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that.
You wouldn't want to go into space with the aliens?
I don't want to go into space. Space is the final frontier, and I don't want to explore it.
I want it. I'd let the aliens take me. I don't feel like I belong on Earth in the first place. Just let me go back to where I'm from.
No, space. I'm kind of finding that I'm a little bit scared of space.
Really?
It's kind of like the ocean. It's just so vast, and I mean it's like the ocean in its vastness.
Yeah, and also
but it is the opposite because
unknown.
It's just that it's so big. Yeah. And there's just so much. That's what bothers me. There's just too much of it. There's too much space in space.
You could explore it though with the aliens. They're going to keep you safe. They love you, right?
No, you're probably just going to be their pet.
I would love that. You know,
which you already want, so yeah.
You know I want to be pet.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, I get what you're saying, right? But it could be as simple as like, hey, the ozone layer is like a little too much. People get skin cancer within like 5 years. So you just need to have robotic skin instead,
Robot skin.
And then everything's still fine. Because I see I see your image of it is it's apocalyptic wasteland. Everything's on fire, destroyed, and it's
Yes.
like, well, you can't even breathe, so you need to be a robot. Whereas I'm like, I probably just, need it because everyone's faster, and I just wouldn't be able to keep up in this world.
Everyone got robot legs.
Yeah.
So if you could choose, like, what part of you want to be a robot, if you were given the allotment to have one robotic pieces part.
If I had to just choose, I would definitely go with eyes.
I was going to say eyes for you, not for me, because I know that you would want your eyes.
No, yeah. I would want to be able to, like, just take pictures by blinking, just record video.
Oh,
just
man.
by watching.
Super HD.
And then, like, be able to, like, zoom in on stuff. Like, what's that say?
That is the dream.
Like, definitely the eyes.
Guess what I would do?
If you had to pick one part...
If I had to pick one part...
I just like this one for you. You would get robotic hair, right? So that you could instantly change its length and color at any given moment.
Oh man, that would be amazing actually.
Yeah.
Damn, if that was a thing, I would get that. But
okay.
I'm thinking about lungs.
Okay.
Just get like the best lungs. I don't have to worry about them anymore.
You could just like huff and puff and blow these homes down.
Yes.
Step aside. We don't need those billows.
We have
just blow it down.
Robo lungs.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that'd be good. See, you're taking like an essential body part.
I mean, eyes are pretty essential.
I mean, not really. You can survive without eyes. You can't survive without lungs. I mean, there's blind people. They essentially don't have eyes. You can just remove them, and a person could be okay.
If you have robotic lungs, the real question here, can you breathe underwater? Or can you just like hold your breath the whole time because you don't... Do you need to breathe?
Well, so the whole thing is, you hold your breath because your body's still using the oxygen for like your skin and your blood and the stuff that makes your body work. So you still need oxygen hitting all the stuff.
Yeah.
So I would say they become like little like oxygen tanks in there, and it just slowly releases the oxygen that you need the whole time,
Yeah, I like that.
That's pretty cool. I actually really like that idea.
Like a scuba situation. I can go under for 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging the robotic lung. That's really cool.
But if I could do both, honestly, I get the robot lungs and then I go into space so I can breathe out in space.
Let's see. There you go.
It's perfect.
But I mean, you'd still freeze though with your weak mortal skin.
My feeble skin.
I mean, it would be cool to just have like robotic skin, because then you'd be like Colossus from the X-Men,
Would you have like super healing powers like Wolverine?
Probably not. Because Colossus is just like made of metal.
Well, so what's Wolverine made of? His bones are like metal, right?
Well, his bones are coated in metal.
What does that even mean?
But he had the healing before he even had that stuff.
Oh, coated. I was thinking coded, like zeros and ones.
Oh, no. No, it's a coated.
Coated. His bones are...
Coated.
His bones are programmed in metal.
Yeah. No, like his healing was before all that stuff.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's like a whole other debate, because some people still fight that he did not have healing until he had adamantium in his bones, which is dumb.
Okay.
That's why he lived through the procedure. Like, come on.
Yeah, Robert will fight you on this. Come on. Come at him.
Also, people that say that he didn't have fucking bone claws before, that he had claws after the metal, you dumb. You're dumb.
Tell him like it is.
So, yeah, I read that question, and I was like, I'll, like, respond to that later. And then I really got to thinking about it. I was like, ooh, I got to respond now, because I really know what I want to be. And I just pictured, I don't know, like RoboCop. Really, I pictured the guy from Treasure Planet, Captain Silver. He is, like, cooking with his robotic arm. Kelsey, you would die for a robotic arm like that.
Like you can, like a Swiss Army knife, it just becomes a frying pan?
Yeah, he does so much stuff. I'm going to send you this. Do you not remember that movie, or have you seen it?
Okay, so we had this conversation before where, like...
I know.
I thought it was a different movie, right?
Okay.
So, which Treasure Planet are we talking about? Is it the one with Milo and Kita?
No, that's Atlantis.
That's Atlantis.
God
I always think that
damn
one's called
it.
Treasure Planet for some reason.
No.
So I've not seen Treasure Planet. No.
Okay. Treasure Planet is greatness. So it's basically Treasure Island, but in space.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same story. It's the exact same story, but just space, right?
Just space.
Well,
Okay.
so he gets sent to do cabin duty under Captain Silver, but he's not Captain Silver because, you know, he's like hiding on the ship. And he's all like, oh, don't be scared of my arms, Jimbo. He's like, do, and he's cooking, and like his like arm turns into knives, and he's cutting like onions and like crushing garlic, and he's doing all this stuff. And like he just goes through this effortless thing of cooking. And I can imagine you cooking like that, you would never want to go back.
I completely want that, actually, yes.
I will find that scene for you and send it to you later.
Robot arms.
You would just be like, oh yeah. So, anyway, well, I know that you would enjoy space, and I bid you good tidings to enjoy.
Okay. Bid me adieu. You can zoom in on me from Earth with your robot eyes.
I was like, oh, she's flying by. Hang on. There she is. Oh, she looks happy. Good for her.
With my space robot lungs.
Speaking of new stuff, this got announced on our Discord the other day.
Yes.
Because we didn't get to do it the way that I had envisioned it, but so I have a dog. I have a new dog.
A new dog. It's so cute.
I have a new... Oh, God. I don't like tiny dogs, and I don't like flat-faced dogs.
So, do you really, really hate this dog, or just
Okay.
the two dislikes cancel each other out?
All right, so here's my thing. I like all dogs, right?
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean I want all dogs.
Okay.
I would love any dog. It's a dog.
Objectively,
You know?
all dogs are good dogs.
Yeah, until it's not the dog that I would personally own, you know?
Right.
I would not personally own this type of dog. But Taylor picked him out. He is a French bulldog.
He's very
Right?
cute.
Man, he was like older. I didn't realize that was such a big thing. Like, they were freaking out about him. Like, well, we really hope that you'll want him because he's, you know, a lot older than the rest of them. He's 5 months old.
What? That's a puppy.
Yeah, but most puppies sell way earlier.
I mean, I guess.
Nobody keeps a dog around that long, you know?
I thought you were going to say he's like 7.
No. So he's 5 months old, which is well beyond when most people are wanting to buy a puppy, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause now he's like too old, you know?
Geriatric puppy.
And you know what? I really got upset by this, so I kind of want to tell you about it. I was like, why though? Because I was telling Taylor later, I was like, what on earth could be wrong with him? Because his tongue constantly hangs out.
Okay.
Like in the tiniest little just bleep.
Just a
So
little
it's
blip.
cute, right? Yeah, just like a little blip all the time, right?
Okay.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty awesome disposition. He's really nice. He's not a barker. Like, he doesn't yip and, you know, make noise all the
Okay.
time. He loved Jinx immediately when he came home, right?
Seems like a
And I'm
good
like-
dog.
Like, what on earth is wrong with him that nobody would want him, right? And Taylor's like, well, I mean, it's because he's a black dog.
That's a thing.
And I was like, huh? And she's like, yeah, like black cats and black dogs usually don't sell.
Yeah, it's fucked up, right?
That really, like, hurt me deep down inside.
I know. That's why, like, it's important if you're going to go to a shelter to get, like, not even just, like, if there's a black dog or a cat, go for that one. But, like, even
Yeah.
the darker brown ones, just like the sliding scale of dogs, when you get to Mutt Town, the lighter mutts will always go first for some reason. It's just like a
I
thing.
don't understand.
It's bizarre to me. Like, I know the whole, like, black cats are bad luck thing, but you're not
Yeah.
going to adopt a cute little black kitty because of that?
Because all of the dogs that I really like, I've found out are all the ones that nobody wants.
Oh.
So, like boxers, right?
Uh-huh.
If a boxer's born white, they typically just, like, kill it.
What?
Yeah, it's like a defect in the breed, so they just get rid of them.
Jesus.
I think they look amazing in white. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
Right? But that's, like, the bad one to have.
That's so weird.
I like gray dogs. They call them blue, right?
Yeah.
I love that blue color. Apparently that's that's like right on the verge of them being like a black dog, you know?
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, they sell, but not great. And I'm like, but they're so pretty. I love them when they're just that clean silver color.
Yes, that's a
Oh,
pretty
they're
color.
so pretty. So I was really mad at the idea of all these people looking at him and being like, ew, he's black.
And
then
he's a French
leaving him
bulldog
there.
too. So like French bulldogs, typically you see them white. Like that's the color French bulldogs are.
So Taylor's been talking about wanting a French bulldog for years, okay?
Yeah.
Never once has a white one been one she's ever shown me.
Really?
Yeah, I like you said that just now, and I'm picturing all the ones I've ever seen, and I've seen like one white one.
I always see them white on Instagram.
That's crazy.
Yeah. White or like with the black spots.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, we have a little Frenchie. Me and Taylor had discussed what she would name her Frenchie a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when she actually did it, I was like surprised for some reason. I was like, wait, you're like really gonna do that? And she's like, we've had this conversation. I was like, I don't know. I just thought at the last minute you'd be like, Bulbasaur is not a good name.
It's kind of the perfect name though.
So he's a little Pokemon, this little thing.
Little chunky Bulbasaur man.
It's been a while since I've had to do puppy stuff, you know.
Yes, puppies are complicated.
It's like having a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's around, you pretty much just can't do what you want to do. You have to just kind of stare and watch him and make sure that as soon as he's about to do something bad, you can stop it.
Yep.
You know?
That's the same with kittens too. Like that's why I took the week off when we got Wicket, because you just have to.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, took the whole fucking week just so I could like have eyes on him at all times.
Because I wanted a cat, remember?
Uh-huh.
And I thought because it would be easier, but I guess I would still have to go through some type of learning curve.
I mean, they still get into shit, but they don't. The one thing you don't have to do with cats is potty train them.
Yeah.
So did Bulbasaur come potty trained?
No.
Yeah.
No. He's picking it up really fast. So as of recording right now, he hasn't even been here 7 days.
All right.
He has not even been here a week, and he's already like going to the door and being like, I could go, but you got to do it like 2 seconds ago. And then he's like already going, you know?
So he like understands. He's like, I should do this outside, so I'm going to get as close as possible.
Yeah, he kind of does it right at the door, which
Poor
is a
baby.
good step, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But usually, I know where his favorite spots are to go to the bathroom in the house. So when he kind of starts frequenting that spot, I'm like, okay, it's time to go. You know?
Yeah.
So like in the game room, we kind of keep the door closed just so he doesn't wander out while we're watching something, you know?
Right.
So when he kind of hovers by the door, that's a big spot. And then he kind of tends to do it towards doors, really. That seems to be his thing. But yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Good.
He's doing good. Jinx does not like him.
Oh.
She loved him. She likes to hang out with people.
Right.
Like, I just want to hang out, but I don't want to live with you, you know?
She
She
likes
does not
play
like
dates.
having a roommate. Yeah. Because he came over. She was like, this is great. Somebody to play with. They played for like the first day and a half. And finally she was like, is he not going anywhere?
He can leave now.
And now she wants nothing to do with him.
Oh.
She just like looks at me with such despair in her eyes like, why did you do this? Why? Why'd you bring it here?
Why would you bring this upon this house?
It bites me all the time.
Oh.
All it does is bite me. And he does. He loves her though. Like
Well, that's good.
the second we stepped in the door, he saw her, like ran to her, and since then he absolutely adores her.
New best friend. I'll be with you forever.
He's just, that's my sister. Love her to death. Follow her wherever I go.
So sweet.
But he's mean to her at the same time.
That's kind of how Wicked is. It's something like puppies and kittens, man. They play too hard.
Well, he bullies her, but
Aw.
she's too nice to stop it though.
Yeah, Jinx is
So,
the most
like-
passive dog I know.
Yeah, I'll like throw a toy to her, and if he even remotely comes up to it, she lets go of it like, okay, I can't have it. And it's like,
This is
it's yours. Play with it. And then she's eating dinner. And if he even comes by, I guess you can eat my life away.
God.
It's like, that's your food, you eat it.
Yeah,
she's such a weenie wuss.
that's exactly how Wicked is. Like,
That's so funny.
he used to wait for Dee Dee to finish eating her food, because Dee Dee's our older cat. She's like 9. And now he'll just like walk over there because he knows that the second he walks up, she'll just walk away and be like, you could fucking have it. I don't want it anymore.
Oh, that's so messed up.
I know. But that's just the youngins.
See, the last 2 animals I had were older.
Yeah.
And while there was, a little bit of work that had to be done, there wasn't a lot of work to be done.
They come to you pre-assembled.
But, I mean, he's got a lot of work to be done, But he's figuring it out. He's doing good.
Good.
I just can't wait for him to sleep normally. So when we first got Jinx, right?
Uh-huh.
When Jinx would go to sleep, her breathing was so fast. Like, I Am Legend, the vampire things.
Okay.
Do you remember how fast they breathe?
No, but all right.
For you that know, you know. Jinx would be laying in bed and just be like... like, it was so rapid.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was so rapid. It took about 3 weeks, and then she kind of mellowed out. Right?
Okay, so you just had, like, racing heart?
Yeah, when he sleeps, or when we hold him and stuff, his heart is just... it's just pumping. But he's kind of already starting to relax some.
Okay.
It's just... Man, I just haven't had to do puppy stuff in a while, and it's like, God, I don't really miss this.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
But it's worth it.
It will be worth it. I have all the faith that he will wind up being a really good dog.
I can't wait until you get an actual Bulbasaur costume on him, because it's going to be cute as hell.
I know. That's the plan for Halloween, for sure.
Amazing. We should give Jinx a little, like, Poke Trainer hat.
Oh, yeah. I will say this, though. Frenchies are known for the incredibly ugly noises they make, apparently.
Oh, my God, yes.
Like, they make these hideous, disgusting noises, right?
Like huskies, but worse.
Yeah. He does not make noise so far.
Really?
I love it. I'm like, good, he's quiet, right? Well, today, he got put up because I basically will come to work, I let him out. So Taylor wakes up, she lets him out in the morning, right?
Right.
He stays out with me until I start work, I put him up. And then, like, every 2 hours, I go let him out, okay?
Okay.
Well, when I let him out at my first 2 hours today, so at 10 o'clock, I let him out, he did his bathroom stuff, and I just put him right back in there, right? He was not having it today. He was like, yo, I think I deserve to be outside. And he proceeded to make the most Gollum-sounding noises I'd ever heard. Like, I could hear him, like, from the other side of the apartment just being, the precious Gollum, making these ugly noises. I have a video. I will share it with you later.
Okay.
And I'll probably post it for all of you guys. I'm just standing close to the room he's in with the microphone pointed right in there. God. And boy, I hear it. He's making some ugly sounds.
Okay, so check out our Instagram for that, I guess. I'm
hoping when he gets older, it doesn't become, like, more of a thing that he has learned to control. It's just like, oh, I'm going to make fucking noises now, you know?
God, yeah, no, thank you.
Don't want that.
Well, cheers to your new dog. I'm so happy for you. I'm going to open this thing.
Yeah, let's get that cracking.
We don't have to dedicate this one to the death of a celebrity. Go us.
Ooh.
Speaking of congratulations. Congratulations are in order. For me.
What? Why?
So every year we enter this trivia competition that's run by, like, a local charity for...
Oh, yeah, you told me about that last year. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's this charity that's, like, for... it helps pregnant women experiencing homelessness, like, gives them shelter and vitamins and all that. So they have this, like, charity drive trivia competition every single year. And last year we went in person. It was one of the last things we did before the pandemic because it was in February.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were like probably 300 people in the competition last year. And our group did end up winning. And I was extremely proud of that. And then this year I was bummed because I was like, oh, they're not going to have one. But they decided to do it online for the first time ever. And I was nervous about that because you know how people Google.
Yeah.
Like, what's to prevent you from Googling all the answers when you're sitting home alone? But
exactly.
We entered the competition regardless, and it was shorter than usual, but we did end up. So going into the final round, I was in second place. No, I was in first place. Going into the final round, I was in first place.
Oh, God. Okay.
And I was like, I'm going to fucking win this thing. And so we had to, like, turn our cameras on for the final round, which was bizarre because I was just, like, on with all these people I do not know.
That's really funny.
It was so strange. And, like, the quiz host is all dressed up in, like, a sequin dress and stuff, just, like, broadcasting from her home. And I'm like, this is the most bizarre shit.
Do you remember that app on your phone?
Yeah.
Where
what is that called? Is it Q Trivia or something?
Something like that. That guy would get on live like once a day and you could win money and stuff, but he was always dressed like in a nice ass suit.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that 1 versus 100 thing that used to be on Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just kind of picturing that style for the, like, announcer lady.
That's kind of how it was. Yeah. So, like, I got to the final round and okay, I have to ask you this question. So this is the question. I ended up finishing the trivia competition in second place.
Okay.
Because of this question. So what is the most popular selling breakfast item from the brand Kellogg's?
From the brand Kellogg's?
Yes.
Is it Frosted Flakes?
That was going to be... Okay, so I said Corn Flakes. And I was like, I hope it's not Frosted Flakes. The answer was Pop-Tarts.
Okay.
I know. I was like, my whole brain was like in the cereal realm and you tricked me.
Yeah, I know, because you just said breakfast, so I went. Because I don't consider... I mean, I used to eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast, but I don't consider them a breakfast item.
I know. Pop-Tarts are more of like a dessert now.
I mean, I just call them food.
Snack time. But yeah, so first prize, I was so thrilled about first prize. I was like, I'm going to get this.
What the fuck?
It was
Sorry, I'm just like looking it up and it's really made by Kellogg's.
Yeah, I know, right? I did not know Pop-Tarts were a Kellogg's thing.
Okay.
For some reason, my brain just didn't stitch those together. But yeah, they are Kellogg's.
Okay.
So first prize was $250 to Amazon, which I was like, that would be nice. Second place, I won a crate of wine, and I don't drink. So I'm like, yay, crate of wine. What am I going to do with this?
What kind of wine you got? Because Taylor's a big wine person.
Man, everyone is hitting me up for wine now. My whole family's like, you won the crate of wine? Give to me.
I like how that wound up being the like best prize.
I know, right? So I haven't received it yet. It's supposed to be mailed to me at some point. But I'll keep you updated on the status of my wine.
I mean, I'll take some, but no reds.
No
only
reds?
Whites. Yeah. Reds are always too bitter for me.
I used to love red wine.
Mm-mm.
Pinot Noir.
Never liked it. Ugh. No. I'm a Moscato only. It's just like drinking sugar. That's what I need.
The Dr. Pepper of wines.
Oh, yeah. Well, cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I got by that question. I sure did. I would have not guessed that right ever.
It was a stumper. I'm curious as to how many of our audience got that right.
Did you have any movie questions?
I don't think there was many movie questions this year. So normally they'll do stuff that's like more interactive. It was harder to do the interactive stuff because like sometimes they'll pass out food at the place and like give you 10 baggies of cereal and you have to identify the 10 cereals and it's a point for each one.
Okay.
And like they'll show movie clips and stuff and you have to identify one year they showed like backwards movie clips, so it was
cool.
Distracting and weird, but you had to figure out which movie it was. But yeah, no movie questions this year.
Okay, boo. That's the only help I could be for you, so.
Yeah. They did have an interesting set of TV questions. So it was like they played a song over top of a clip of a TV show, and both the song and the TV show had the same name. So like they would play Survivor by Destiny's Child over a clip of Jeff Probst hosting Survivor.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's clever. That's cool.
I know. I was I was excited by that round, and I knew all of them. I was like, yes.
See, I would have done so bad.
I'm good at
That's
music,
funny.
and I'm okay at TV.
Like, movies, good. TV, supremely bad. Music, kinda. I guess speaking of TV like that, I have been watching TV.
What have you been watching?
Finally. Well, so, I've been, hanging out with the dog, right?
Right.
I feel like I can't really get into a game because it's a lot harder to pause a game. Like, what if I'm playing Overwatch,
Yeah, you can't pause Overwatch.
Yeah, I can't just pause that. I can't really do that. And a game, you really want to, like, get into it. TV, you can kind of come in and out, right?
Right.
So I was like, well, you know what? I guess I could just start picking up Dragon Ball again, right?
Okay. After your, like, year-long hiatus on it?
Yeah, it's been exactly a year since I watched it last. Isn't that insane?
So long. Like, exactly a year?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ridiculous.
Because I went to the UK last January, right at the end.
Yeah.
And I started watching Dragon Ball like 3 days ago, so in February? Yeah, so it's been 1 year, almost, to the day.
Damn.
Since the last thing that I saw. And I just picked it right back up.
Just like you never left.
So I started it last Saturday. That was the 6th, right? So the 6th is when I started again.
Okay.
Right? I came into a season that was just like the second season, where it's like this giant martial arts tournament thing.
Yeah.
Those seasons where it's a martial arts tournament, Kelsey, you cannot stop until the season is done.
Are there like several seasons where they go to a martial arts tournament?
Yeah, they like fight in this tournament, at least in this show, 2 seasons.
Okay.
Those are the most riveting of TV shows ever, when they're just fighting in these competitions.
All right.
I literally can't stop. So I cranked out a whole season in a day.
Goddamn.
I just couldn't stop.
How many episodes is that?
I think it was. Let me get you like a real number, because
Okay.
I don't want to overshoot. I don't know, because
you just didn't pick up the remote.
Well, no. So Dragon Ball, in the way that I have it, it's labeled just by what episode it is overall. So it doesn't say like season 8, episode 1.
Okay, it's just like episode
just like
95 or something.
Yeah. So I'm in like episode 105 right now or something.
Jesus. How many episodes are there? I feel like there's so many.
So for this show, it is 153 episodes.
That's a lot.
And that one was 19, so it was only 19 shows.
You watched 19 episodes in a sitting?
In a straight row, yeah.
How many minutes is that? Are they like 11-minute episodes, or are they 22?
Oh no, there are 22-minute ones.
Oh
like
God.
a full-blown show. I mean, it was the whole day. I sat there the whole day.
That's a lot of Dragon Ball.
But you can't stop in those competitions. The last 5 shows was one fight.
That's so much.
And I'm just like, what could possibly happen fucking next?
How does it keep your attention?
Continue?
Like, how do they grab one fight and they just take it out over 5 episodes? That's an hour.
That's almost 2 hours, because it's 20 minutes. So 3 shows is 1 hour.
God.
So it's actually an hour and like 40 minutes.
It's so
almost
much.
a 2-hour movie of this one fight.
Why?
that just hit me really hard.
It's like watching John Wick, but like one fight.
Yeah. I don't know, but they do it, and it's riveting. It's absolutely riveting the whole time.
All right, as long as it keeps your attention, I guess.
Oh my god. Well, it's because every time you think it can't get any more ridiculous, it gets fucking more ridiculous. And then you're like, no, you can't do that. And then it does something bigger. And I was like, no, you can't do that. One of the guys, they're fighting for like 4 shows, and finally he goes, you know what? Fuck this. And he just grows 2 more arms out of his back. He just like strains so hard that he grows 2 more arms.
I wish I could do that.
And then they fight more. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching? It's insane.
That is insanity right there.
Well, then that season ended, and it ended in the worst possible way. I almost cried.
Oh no. Did it end like on a cliffhanger or like somebody died?
Somebody died, and
no.
I got really upset. Because I was like, why is this interaction being weird? Like, why does this seem sad between these two?
Uh-huh. I hate when they do that, when they're like about to kill off a character, and you're like, why does he look so sad?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was, he goes, oh, I left my stuff back at the tournament hall, but we're going out to dinner. And his friend goes, it's okay, let me go grab it, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, but why does this seem sad? Because the guy who's going to get the stuff seems so happy. But Goku was just like, so like, no, don't go. And I was like, why? Why shouldn't he go? What's going to happen? Right? And then he goes to find him, and he's dead. And I was pissed.
Well.
Oh, God, I was so pissed. And then 5 more people have died since then.
That's so many. What?
This next season just got ridiculous.
Should be killing him off.
So Taylor came in during this season, and she got really wrapped up in it. And she goes, I didn't know the show got so dark. She's like, I thought it was kind of more funny. And I was like, I kind of thought so too, until now.
Yeah.
So this bad guy that showed up, I just want to give you... This really drew me in, because you know I like a good villain. Don't give me some of that, like, oh, well, like, he's kind of bad. Give me a fucking bad guy, right?
Right.
This guy is bad, Kelsey. You want to know how bad he is?
How bad is he?
So he's taking over the Earth, right?
Okay.
It's broken up into 43 countries, right?
Okay.
He has now taken over the Earth, and he just went on TV and won all Hunger Games on that shit.
Whoa.
And he went, hey, I'm going to draw a number between 1 to 43, and every year, when I draw this number, I'm going to come to your country, and you have to celebrate me for a week.
Okay.
With food, entertainment, everything, and then I'm going to wipe it off the fucking planet.
What the fuck?
And he goes, so, best scenario, you get to live for 43 more years. I was like, this guy is evil! Oh my god! Yeah, he takes over the world just to kill everybody in the most game-like fashion that he could think of.
Why?
So, I'm really digging the show now, because I'm like, yeah, you need to fucking kill that guy. Like, I need a bad guy to hate, and here he is, go kill him.
Fuck him up.
I stay up till about 3 o'clock in the morning every night, just whittling away the show now.
Okay.
And soon I'll be in Dragon Ball Z, which is what, most people know when they think about it. To me, that still means nothing.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z means nothing to me, because I'm not there yet. I'm still in just Dragon Ball,
So what's Dragon Ball Kai? Because you and Ismail were talking about that one in the Discord.
Okay. So, there's Dragon Ball Z, which came out whenever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then when the show turned 20 years old, they were like, we should do like an anniversary thing. Or when it was 10 years old. 10 sounds better, right?
Okay.
So when it was like 10 years old, for its 10th anniversary, they decided to kind of whittle it down, because there are apparently episodes where this one guy is charging up his attack to fight somebody.
Yeah.
And him charging the attack is like 11 episodes.
Yep, that's what I hear about Dragon Ball.
Okay. Dragon Ball Z Kai takes it from like 300 shows to 160.
Okay, so they cut out the charge-ups.
It streamlines it to be, here's like what is actually happening.
Okay.
Not like, okay, well, he's charging his attack, so let's do an episode where they go to the grocery store today, Like, none of the weird, like, filler stuff.
Okay.
It's just, no, here's the story. Here's what's going on. So I think I would kind of rather like to watch the more, like, abridged version, just the give it to me now kind of stuff.
I don't know. So, like, when I picture Dragon Ball in those, like, charge-up episodes, in my brain, they didn't cut away from the charge-ups. It's just, like, 2 guys staring at each other and yelling and, like, getting bigger and shit.
Yeah.
So they actually like cut away from it and like go to the grocery store and stuff.
I think so.
And they have like
I
fun
think,
filler, like volleyball at the beach kind of a day.
Yeah, I think it's all like, meanwhile, back at this spot, and then it'll just be like a whole show about nothing, and then it'll be like, and then let's not forget they were still doing this like 2 days later.
But I kind of like the meanwhiles. Like that's one of my favorite parts of Avatar is when they had that episode where it just like checked in on everybody in when they were at the city, Earth City, Ba Sing Se.
Yeah.
There's like what's happened in the month that's passed, and they had little like interludes for everybody that was really cute.
I feel like Dragon Ball had one episode kind of like that so far. It was during the martial arts tournament thing. One of the guys... Okay, so Goku has the little monkey tail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you grab his tail, he just, like, basically deflates. Like, he's just weak. All of his power's gone, right?
Okay.
Well, so one of the kids is in the fight with him, and he tricks him and gets behind him and grabs his tail.
And deflates him.
He literally laughs for 5 straight minutes of the episode.
What the fuck?
It is 5 minutes of him laughing and showing the reactions of the people watching the fight.
Why?
I don't know, but that's what happened.
And they just abridged that out in Dragon Ball Kai.
The show that I'm watching now is not the one that gets abridged.
Okay.
But if that's anything like what I will run into later, I can kind of see why I would want that abridged.
Yeah, for sure.
But he was just laughing, and all I could think was, can you imagine being the voice actor, and like you're looking at the guy who's directing you in the booth, and he's just like saying, keep going, keep rolling, we're rolling,
on laughing,
and you just have to keep laughing, you know?
God, can you imagine? No, I don't want to. You would eventually just go mad, like completely.
Yeah, just like the Bugs Bunny cartoon with the opera singer and the glove, and he like takes his hand out, and it's still like, keep laughing, keep laughing. So yeah, I'm way deep into that again, and I think I won't be stopping because I have this puppy now, so I need something to do where I can just kind of be in a spot with him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm just going to watch TV, I guess.
All
so
right.
After this, I think WandaVision might be on the table.
You know what you should watch?
What?
Clone Wars.
I know.
Followed by Rebels, please. I need you to watch it so bad. There's like so many points in this Dragon Ball discussion where I'm like, oh, that's just like that part in Rebels when... Oh, wait.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, that will definitely be on there.
It's literally, like, I haven't had the chance to talk about it on this show yet, but, like, at the end of Rebels, I was empty. Well,
you know what? Here. Just a quick thing now. We are going to announce it right here. When I am done with Clone Wars and Rebels, we will do a Patreon full-blown thing. We're just going to go deep.
Oh, my God.
And let you get into it, okay?
Okay. All right. I'll hold it all in until then.
That is one that we're going to do.
I might cry in that one.
Okay.
Ugh. God, that show, dude. I might watch it again. Like, I never watch stuff again, you know? I might watch it again.
Clone Wars or Rebels or both?
See, so when I finished Clone Wars and we were going to start Rebels, I was like, nothing is going to be better than Clone Wars just was, because I feel like that is some of the best Star Wars material out there. And then we finished Rebels and I'm like a fucking puddle on the ground. And I'm like, nothing is better than Rebels.
God, okay.
So, yeah, I need you to watch it so we can talk about it.
I'll get there. For sure.
Okay. I've been playing a game.
Okay.
So, have you ever played any of the Hitman series?
I have played a demo for one, and that's it. My brother loved them. He played all of them from, like, their original entries.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He loved Hitman. That was, like, shit. He loved them.
So,
they kind of did, like, a reboot, which is when I played the demo and kind of got interested in it.
Yeah.
Because, like, the way it is now is so different than what it used to be.
That's what I was thinking. So, like, when I think of Hitman, I just... The image that conjures up for me is just that bald dude in his red tie and he has a gun. Mm-hmm. And, like, the image in my mind of what this game was is that dude just, like, running around killing indiscriminately.
No, man.
Like a run-and-gun type of game, you know?
I think that's might have been what it kind of used to be in like a way.
But in its current state, that's not what it is at all.
it's just a giant sandbox of a level where you can do anything as long as you do the one objective.
Yeah, and it's kind of like puzzly almost, because like there's so when you get to the end of the level, it'll show you like these are all the objectives that you didn't get. Like there's just a billion different things you can do in each level, and there's so the concept is like you're a hitman, of course, and you have this level that you go into, and your goal is like kill this one target, and everything in this level is kind of on a loop, and you'll see like different stuff as you pass by. So like when you pass by this person, it'll trigger them to start their first activity. So it's like a janitor, and they're taking out the trash, and then they finish taking out the trash, and they go call their friend, and they tell their friend this important piece of information that like if you're listening to their conversation, you could pick it up and be like, oh, I could get this key from this person and go open their locker, and there's a thing in their locker that'll help me kill this guy. It's just everything in here is so intricate, and it's so like hidden within itself that it's you could spend like hours in a level just exploring and becoming.
I've like watched deep dives into this game, and like the people that are into it, they'll spend like 10 hours watching everybody in every corner of the level to find like the way to do everything in one perfect like loop, you know?
Yeah, so there's definitely like the way that you're supposed to do it, like the way that the devs designed this level for you to want to do it. And you can theoretically get through a level in as little as 10 seconds. You just walk in, you shoot the target, you leave. But like you said, if you spend the entire time going through and exploring and getting all the stuff, like I looked up this game on what's the name of that website that we go to look at how long games are?
How Long to Beat?
Yes, howlongtobeat.com. I went to that website and I typed in Hitman 3, and it was like you can beat it in like 10 hours. But if you want to do the completionist route, it's like 95 hours. And I'm like, you can't possibly be that much stuff to do in this game. But, so, the first level, I think you're
wait. Are you playing 3?
Yes, Hitman 3.
The one that just came out? Okay. I played the demo for part 1 at Comic-Con, however many years ago that was.
Okay, long time ago.
And so I've like seen it get big in all that time, because Hitman was really small and now it's huge.
Yeah, now it's like a thing. It's part of the zeitgeist. So of course I had to play it.
So the company that makes it was actually going bankrupt, and the people that owned them were all like, we don't want to save your studio. We're going to let you guys just close shop.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
So they were closing, and they went, all right, we got like one shot. They were like, let's take Hitman and let's redefine it. And they kind of came up with the way that it is now.
Yeah.
And now they bought themselves. They own themselves now and are one of the biggest money-making studios around.
I love an underdog story.
Like, they took their one franchise that was left to them when the people left them to drown, right?
Yeah.
And made it one of the biggest franchises. Like you said, it is in the zeitgeist. Everybody knows what that is right now.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, like, the way they've designed all these levels, I think, is going to sing to your heart, because the first level, you're in, like, a skyscraper in Dubai, and it's...
I've seen it. It's very cool.
So it's kind of modeled after Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And do you know what level 2 is?
No.
It's Knives Out.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it's like a British manor with like this really dysfunctional family, and there's a murder, but it's not a murder. It turns out to be like,
oh my God,
maybe it was a suicide. It's so cool. And like, so the objective in that level is that you're supposed to go in, your target is to kill like the matriarch of the family. But if you don't want spoilers for Hitman 3, go ahead and skip forward like maybe a minute or two. But so what you do, or what you can do, is you can go into this level, you can like subdue the investigator and put on his clothes, and now you're investigating the murder that occurred at the house, and you have to like figure out, because there's this guy that's been like killed. It looks like it was staged to be a suicide. It was this weird poison. So like you can go investigate the greenhouse, and you find out that there's like illegitimate children, and just someone who thought they were a daughter-in-law is actually a niece or something. It's very intricate and strange. And like by the end of it, you're like, I figured out the murder. And then you take it to the matriarch and you're like, I solved your case for you. And she's like, thank you, here's your reward. And then you kind of remember, you're like,
shoot her in the face.
Yeah, you're like, shit, I'm supposed to kill you. Like that was the objective, and I got distracted by this murder mystery.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
so
hilarious.
immersive and so much fun. Like there are definitely problems with the game. Like you have to play it online, and for some reason the connectivity to the online servers, like I thought it was just us, but I looked it up and like everyone is having this problem where it just disconnects you all the time and like drops
Okay.
you and crashes and the game is not exactly stable. But that's my main complaint with it, and also the fact that I'm real bad at stealth games. So, like, I'm a simple woman. I see an interact button and I
I'm
will
a
press
simple
it.
woman. Okay.
And, like, the first thing I did is like I'm walking around in this tower in Dubai, and like I walk up behind this lady. I see an interact button. I'm like, maybe I can chat with her. And like, nope. I push her over the fucking railing, like
Okay.
20 stories down into a fountain, and everyone sees it. And suddenly I'm being shot at from all directions. And like I can do a stealth game if I take it extremely slow, but like once it starts to go wrong, it very quickly becomes like a shoot 'em up kind of a thing, and you have to be
Yeah.
really quick and responsive and like shoot the guards in the head and like drag the bodies and hide them so nobody finds them, and that stresses me out real bad. So when I say I played Hitman 3, I sat next to Richard and made him play Hitman 3 for me.
Awesome.
So I made all the decisions and shit, and he just like did everything. But it's a
So-
really fun game, and I liked it a lot.
I need. Well, wait. So, like, you're done with it?
Yeah, we finished it. Like we finished the story. I kind of want to go back in and just like play through some of the levels again, just to pick up on some of the stuff that we didn't do.
Well, okay. So I want to know if each level is just a different movie.
I think it is. Okay, so number 1 was the Mission Impossible one. Number 2 is Knives
Yeah.
Out. There is a level that is shit, what was level 3? Oh, it's a nightclub. I think
That sounds like
it
John
was,
Wick.
So at first, Richard and I were like, this is John Wick. But then the club was called Club Hell,
Okay.
which is the club name from Bad Boys.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe we're in Bad Boys. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
But it did have a very like John Wick vibe to it.
Okay.
I can't remember what the 4th level. Oh yeah, okay. So the 4th level, you're in this like weird tech company, and it has these 2 heads that you have to kill. You're in Tokyo, and one of them is like a whiz kid programmer. She's like in her 20s, and she has this beautiful mind, and she programmed all these crazy things, and they're doing like human augmentations and stuff.
Yeah.
And I forget who the second guy was. It seemed to me kind of Matrixy because there was a lot of like plugging people into something or other.
Oh man, this just makes me sad.
Why?
So, I just decided to look up Hitman 3 levels based on movies,
Uh-huh.
and there's this whole article here that says Hitman 3's Knives Out level was a complete coincidence.
What? No, it wasn't.
It's like, let's see. By all accounts, it sounds like that's what it is. The level, apparently this. Ba-ba-bum.
Show me this article. Where is this? Because it's like walking into Knives Out. Like the mansion is so specifically
Yeah,
Knives
'cause
Outy.
I wanted to see what they said all the things were, you know?
Yeah. Because I kind of refuse to believe that this is a coincidence. It's so much like it.
It says that they actually started creating that level before the first Knives Out trailer ever dropped.
What?
But then the team leaned into parallels by adding
Okay.
Easter eggs after seeing the film.
Okay, yeah.
So they're just saying we didn't directly base it off of it, but since we kind of had the same thing going, we just laid into it.
Yeah, because even the investigator outfit that you put on, you looked like Chicken Lawyer.
I just want to know now if, like, there's more that was based on something, you know?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
going to have to keep searching.
level 1 is most clearly based on the Mission Impossible movie because
that's the vibe I was getting.
yeah, the final level is just kind of the trope you see over and over and over again. Is like you're on a train and you have to get to the front of the train and it's full of guards.
Okay.
So you're just like kind of fighting your way down, but you don't even have to fight. So like you can sneak around and like climb out the window of the train and then like shimmy across the top of the train, and you're ducking under lights that are flashing past on you.
Yeah.
It's such a cool game, and the way the mechanics work for it is just very, I don't know what to say about it other than it's cool. Like I really had a good time watching it. It was very cinematic.
I mean, they look good. I've just never gotten into them.
Yeah, I think with the way that they're done now, it's something that is up your alley because it's one of those things where you really like sink yourself into the level, put your shoes in the Hitman, and become one with the game.
Just a quick comment on that you don't do stealth games.
Uh-huh.
I never did stealth ever, right?
Before The Last of Us?
Well, no, just like for games. I could not do it that way.
Okay.
Stealth games were like beyond me.
Yeah.
Right? Well, when I got a PlayStation 3, Metal Gear Solid 4 is supposed to be one of like the greatest games you could ever play, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, Metal Gear Solid games are entirely stealth. That is the entire premise of the game.
Right.
That's why I never played Metal Gear Solid 1. I couldn't be stealthy enough. I couldn't do it back when I was 9 years old, you know? So I was like, I'm going to figure this out. Like, I'm going to learn to be stealthy to play this game, right?
Yeah.
And I did.
All right.
And it was one of the best games I ever played. But now, every game I play, I can't not be stealthy.
I really want to learn how to be stealthy in games. Like,
you want to know how to do it? Play
how?
Metal Gear Solid.
Okay. There are some
you
points.
will go nowhere.
There are some points in this game that, like, you are being stealthy, but somebody will see you from, like, an angle you didn't expect them to see you from. It's almost like the chickens in Skyrim or whatever, you know, when they would, like, they were accidentally police officers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll just, like, somebody, like, 6 rooms over sees you through, like, a pixel gap in a door, and you're like, how are you seeing this crime that I've committed? You're so far away. But yeah, it was a frustrating game. It's one of those games where you have to, like, save often and redo stuff if it fucks up. Like, you got that costume, great. You hit that body, great. Save.
Because you got to make sure you can get out of there.
Yes.
That's funny. Well, I might have to check into it. Was that a game you had to buy, or is it on Game Pass or anything?
No, we looked for it on Game Pass. We looked for discounts. We ended up just paying full price for it. But
okay.
Man, we also, so when we beat it, we were like, we should buy the other Hitman games. And they were fucking expensive. Like, we saw this one, it was like Hitman Gold Package. And I was like, great, that sounds like it's everything. Let's buy that one. Because it was like $100. Yeah. And it's just one game.
Yeah.
Just one game for $100. It's like 10 levels. And, like, that's $10 a level, and I can't justify that cost.
So you need to go into Hitman 3, because supposedly you can just import the levels into Hitman 3, and then they play with that graphics engine and all that good stuff.
Yeah, which is
so I wonder
very
if you
cool.
could just buy it through itself and not go buy, like, the actual just old part 2, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you still have to pay, like, the same price if you're importing it.
I would just be like, can I get a discount?
I already bought Hitman 3. I don't want to have to buy Hitman 2 and 1.
Yeah, I know. Like, if I buy some good edition of 3, I should get some of the older stuff already.
Yeah.
So, I actually was looking at a game on Game Pass.
Okay.
That I think you should try out, because I'm going to try it out soon.
What's it called?
It's called The Medium. Have you seen that?
I haven't. The Medium.
Okay, so it just hit, like, last week, right?
Ooh, it looks spooky.
It's spoopy. But when you play it, you're literally playing somebody in 2 dimensions at the same time.
What?
The game is running 2 full environments and games at the same time on the same screen, and you warp between them.
Oh, wow.
Or your person... So, think about it like Silent Hill. There's like the normal world, and then, like, the creepy, crazy part of it, right?
Yeah.
So, when you're walking around in the normal world, maybe this door is open where it's dilapidated in the bad one, so you want to make sure you go through it in the good world.
Okay.
You know? But you can see all that and go between them through these mirrors the entire time.
I like that.
Supposedly it's really short. It's a little wonky, but it's really ambitious in the whole what it's trying to do, and people are kind of digging it, and I really want to try it.
Yeah, I'm looking at a trailer for it right now, and the
Yeah.
textures in this game are like on point.
And I saw it on Game Pass. I was like, well, while I have it, that makes it free.
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's free on Game Pass like right now?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to get it. It's $45 regularly, so hell
Go
yes.
play it before it's gone.
Whew.
Well, it is a Microsoft game, so it's not on PlayStation and stuff. So it might stay on Game Pass forever.
Good.
But yeah. So cool. I'll have to try Hitman at some point, though.
Yeah, I think it's up your alley. You can kill people with like the weirdest stuff, like environmental things. Like you can drop a chandelier on someone's head.
I mean, I played a demo way back in the day, but I mean, that was when it was still the idea they were trying to come up with, you know?
Yeah, it was like in its nascent stages.
Yeah.
You should have fully realized Hitman.
Well, are you ready to push this podcast over the railing 20 stories down?
Yeah, let's do it. God.
Oh, hi, little lady. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to kill you.
I thought I was going to lean up on the railing against her, like, you know,
Just
offer her a drink,
go,
flirt
hey,
with
baby.
her.
How are you?
Just, you know, just blending into the crowd. Oops, I murdered you. All right, folks, I'm going to ask you to please tell your friends about us and help us grow this audience. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never, ever miss an episode, because we are here weekly, each and every Monday. If you get a second to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, that really helps us out. We want to find more lovely listeners just like you and your friends. I'm sure your friends would like us.
And you know what? Why don't you get some more friends involved with us by tagging us in all the different social medias. We are YMBTOAP on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We love doing stuff on Twitch lately. We like to just talk to you guys, show you guys some cool stuff.
And actually, we're twitching immediately after we record this one, so if you're hearing this, you probably missed it, but our patrons have been aware.
Speaking of the Patreons. Patrons?
Patrons?
The Patreonians? Speaking of that, if you do like what we do, if you do like seeing some cool stuff on Twitch like that, you want to be kept up to date in the know, you can come support us on Patreon. We have a couple tiers for you. We have our $2 tier that gets you access to our secret Discord community where we do some exclusive releases of some ramblings we do before the show when we're warming up our pipes. We also just kind of chit-chat stuff. We get good show ideas out of there, and we also throw out some fun little games and clues about things we may have upcoming on our Twitch. If you like what we do there, and you'd like just a little bit more, if that's just not enough, for what you're craving.
How much
do
you
want? We have a $5 a month. We have a $5 a month where you still get the Discord community, the secret ramblings, but you also get access to the patron exclusive YouTube where we do these awesome deep dive reviews of a movie, maybe a couple movies, a game, TV shows. I mean, you just heard on this, we're going to do Clone Wars and Rebels at some point. So if you're a big Star Wars person and you want to get in on that review and talk to us about it after, make sure you jump in on that $5 a month plan. If you guys can't afford it, it's something that you feel comfortable sparing, we would greatly appreciate it if you did. And also, don't forget to email us. That's the easiest way to get in touch with us. You can send us an email at ymbtoap@gmail.com. Please give us that listener mail. We love the little tidbits we get from you guys. It's like that elusive mail that you get, you know, that like letter you get in the mail. It's not a bill. It's something you can actually enjoy. That's what it is for us. We love that feeling, okay? I want to know if you've played Hitman, if you've always played Hitman, and if you prefer the old way or the new way it is.
What was the coolest kill you got in Hitman?
I saw a YouTube one time. This guy was setting up landmines.
Oh my god.
In this one level. And he had done the calculation so precise that he was standing across the map, Kelsey. Right?
Okay.
And people would walk onto the mines, blow up, and they would land at his feet across the map. Think about that.
That's a lot of calculations.
I'm going to send you that, and you're just going to be like, Richard, we got to try this.
Okay. Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. He's always pumping out the good jams. He's got tunes. They're fantastic. I think you should listen to them. And as always, thank you for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. It's got to be based on Knives Out, right? It's got to.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Yeah, that's good. I got energy. I shouldn't have eaten chocolate cake right before this.
No, you should not have.
I got
Shit.
chocolate cake energy.
It's gonna, like, make you freak out.
Woo!